Hi Gemini, this is your May 15th through May 21st weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll then do the X spread. After that, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And at the end, we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week. We have the Page of Swords clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. We have Temperance. We have the Page of Cups clarified by the Three of Pentacles. In the potential outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Emperor and the Ten of Cups, and we also have the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries and Sagittarius in particular. We also have an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or pretty much any zodiac sign. You already know this person, Gemini. Most of you already do, right? And before I forget, if you are a single parent, they could also be a single parent, right? Because we got a couple of pages on the table. Pages could be children. And some of you may already know the same card could be interpreted multiple ways, even in the same spread. But you already know this person and they are watching you like a hawk. The first card that came out is the Page of Swords, which is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. This is kind of like a classic case of a secret admirer. Well, perhaps not so secret. Whatever the case, the secret is going to come out this week. Alright, so yeah, the Page of Swords is a card of spying. It's a card of keeping tabs on somebody. Not in a creepy way, perhaps, like I said, you see this person every day or a couple of times a week. It could be somebody who is in your gym, somebody who you work with. It could be a friend, right? Or it could be, you know, somebody who, as a kid, in the same school as your kid, or in the same, after-school activity or something like that. And the Nine of Pentacles clarifying the Page of Swords. Yeah, this is a card of somebody who is being admired. The Nine of Pentacles is a person, somebody who is in the spotlight, in the center of attention. It's also a card of a single person, and it's a card of somebody who is self-sufficient and somebody who can take care of themselves, right? Perhaps this person is admiring what an amazing person you are. Right, and the next card that came out is Temperance. Temperance could be a Sagittarius you're dealing with, but Temperance could be a card of patience. Alright, so they are watching you like a hawk and they're being very, very patient. Perhaps they're planning to invite you somewhere. They're planning a strategy, alright, in a very positive way. So speaking of a strategy, here it comes. The Page of Cups clarified by the Three of Pentacles. Here comes the invitation. The Page of Cups is an invitation, or this is them finally reaching out to you, finally starting a conversation with you, finally sending you a bouquet of flowers, being super nice to you. Alright, and it's clarified by the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration, and that could be interpreted in so many different ways. Again, let me repeat those scenarios real quick. It could be somebody you work with, somebody who works in the same building with you. They could be working for another company and your company works with them. It could be a friend, somebody who is in the same gym with you, or perhaps, like I said, if you're a single parent, your kids could be going to the same school or what have you. The Three of Pentacles could be an invitation to a play date for your kids. Or, again, this is simply an environment. This is how you know this person. Alright, and the rest is history, right? Gemini. In the potential outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Emperor and the Ten of Cups, and we also have the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. The Emperor could be an Aries you're dealing with, but the Emperor, since it's in the potential outcome, it could be your future spouse. The Emperor often comes through as a future husband or a future significant other figure. That's what I think this is all about with this person, your future spouse, potentially. The Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn you're dealing with. But with the Knight of Pentacles, you can always plan ahead. The Knight of Pentacles is all about stability. It's the most serious, the most grounded knight out of all 4 knights. And the Knight of Pentacles, again, always talks about long term, always talks about planning ahead. Alright, and speaking of planning ahead, the Wheel of Fortune right next to the Emperor in the potential outcome is the start of a cycle, a very fortunate new cycle. However, since it's in the potential outcome, it's a start of a cycle on the next level up. Speaking of next levels, the Ten of Cups right next to the deck is a Family card. Again, see, children are throughout this whole reading. We have 2 pages, and if you take a closer look at the Ten of Cups, there's 2 adults and also a couple of kids jumping around. And this card is often referred to as the, one of the best cards when it comes to emotionally fulfilling relationships or marriages. Yeah, this looks good, Gemini. I think somebody's gonna step out of the shadow this week, reach out to you, approach you, invite you somewhere, and again, this person's been planning it, they've been watching you, but you've got something awesome coming your way in the future. And I really like when Pentacles and Cups come out in the same spread, right? The Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles definitely takes care of practicality and planning, and the Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment. And don't forget about the Emperor. The Emperor is no joke. The Emperor is no joke. Above all kings and queens. All right? Really happy for you, Gemini. Congratulations. Gemini, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Two of Wands clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords, the Star, and the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You've got some good news coming your way, especially if you've been waiting for communication or an answer. Okay, the Two of Wands, the first card that came out is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting. I think this is you waiting for an answer, for a decision, and I don't think it's coming from your significant other. I don't think so, right? Perhaps you're waiting for a government to reach out to you, or a bank, or some of you could be waiting for a job, right? Perhaps you've applied for a job and you're waiting for them to get back to you. And you are waiting, and once you hear from them, then you can make a move, depending on what the answer is, right? The Two of Wands that the Seven of Pentacles is clarifying, this is you, kind of sitting at the crossroads, right? Waiting, and here it comes. The Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of communication. It could also be a card of travel for some of you. Perhaps you're waiting for visa to be granted to you, or paperwork. Perhaps you're waiting for your new passport or something like that. And based on whatever it is, your information or communication that's coming in, you're now able to move forward, to proceed, right? The Six of Swords in the middle is a card of moving forward. And for some of you, again, it could be literally traveling. For others of you, you could be relocating, moving. Perhaps you were waiting for a bank to approve, or if you were bidding on a house, you were waiting how it's going to end. And for others of you, it's simply an improvement, right? The Six of Swords always talks about things getting better. The Star right next to the deck could be an Aquarius you're dealing with, but the Star is a wish come true, right? And this is something people usually wait for a very long time. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're waiting. So now that you have the answer, now that you have a decision, now you can proceed, now you can move forward. I hope that makes sense. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Gemini, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Empress, the Ten of Pentacles, Justice, and the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus. We're pretty much any zodiac sign. We have Libra here twice, by the way. Justice right next to the deck is one of the Libra major arcana cards, and the Empress is shared between Taurus and a Libra. But you could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. Alright, and if this is not a reconciliation, then I don't know what is. This is a reconciliation, Gemini. Yes, it is. Alright, the Ten of Pentacles in the middle is a card of a commitment to marriage. Again, Justice could be a Libra. Justice could be a major apology coming from them. But Justice could be a place where people get married, like a chapel or what have you. And it's sitting right next to the Ten of Pentacles. Wink, wink. The Empress, the first card that came out, I think that's you, right? Not that we ever doubted that, Gemini, but I think that's you. You're, feeling really good about this. The Empress often comes through as a wife or a significant other figure, a mother figure. The Empress is usually a person who is loved, somebody who is cherished, somebody who is taken care of, somebody who is being put up on a pedestal. All right? Yeah, the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck is a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. See, I didn't even want to clarify anything. Even though we don't have any pages, aces, knights, I think this is just what happens at the end product. Alright, it is a reconciliation. Alright, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Gemini, this week. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I really hope this plays out for as many of you as possible, Gemini. Right? The Ten of Pentacles, the first card that came out, is a card of a pile of cash. Or real estate. Or both. Okay? And it's the first card that came out. So this feels like a payday for you, okay, or an apartment or a house, right? But that's the first card that came out, right? The Seven of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. This is you figuring out what you want to do with all that extra money. Okay, or you're looking for a new apartment, a new house, or an additional property, or you're looking how you can invest this money or how to spend it. That's what I think those two cards are all about, the Seven of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, right? Multiple choice. Right? Multiple choice. Options. You have options. But the Ten of Pentacles is the first card that came out. And the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, I think you will find out. You could be, spending money with your loved one if you have one. Right? There's two people in the Two of Cups. And when it comes to work, business, and finances, this is my handshake card. So options you're looking at, you will find one. And you'll be signing paperwork. You'll be shaking hands. You'll be getting into some kind of partnerships with people or one particular individual. Yeah, but you will have a luxury of choosing based on the Ten of Pentacles. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Gemini, this week. We have the Hierophant, clarified by the Nine of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Page of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups, clarified by the Three of Cups. And we have the Fool on the bottom of the deck. You know what? The only way I can described it is a surprise Taurus birthday party, right? And I don't know why you're not expecting it. Perhaps they're gonna invite you at the last moment, or you will want to throw a birthday party for a Taurus at the last moment. But it's gonna be a surprise, right? A surprise birthday party, and somehow you're involved with this. And there's a whole bunch of other people, right? The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and perhaps there's even more people. The Fool on the bottom of the deck could be an Aries you're dealing with, but the Fool is a card of, let's just have a good time. Let's let loose for a quick second. Right? The Hierophant, the first card that came out, is a Taurus. And they're clarified by the Nine of Cups. That's how they're going to be feeling about this. The Nine of Cups is a card of satisfaction and fulfillment. All right? The Three of Cups to the right, clarifying the Queen of Cups is a card of a celebration. So that's what you're not expecting, a Taurus birthday party. Alright, so that's what I have for you, Gemini, for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Gemini, have an amazing week.